One fateful night in 2015, I sat in my mum and dad's kitchen in North Manchester with a piece of paper and a biro, and I started writing. I had this vision of something that I needed, something that I wanted, something that I desperately wanted. I needed to make this happen more than anything in the world. I knew it wasn't going to be simple. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I had to take the leap. Firstly, I had to quit my job for a start and get together a load of money to make it happen. But I had this intense personal ambition that had started as a passing thought and was now just burning fiercely inside of me. And I wanted it. I wanted it to be real. I had to make it happen. My dream was to start a health and fitness centre that would be a place where good energy and vibe could flow. The energy was contagious. I lived in Manchester, a city diverse in its people, architecture and history. A few miles north of the centre is an area called Blakely, which is faced with a lot of socio-economic challenges, as well as changes brought on by regeneration. I knew this place could become the beating heart of the community. I envisioned a place where anybody and everybody could come and train together. Young, old, black, white, Asian, professional athletes, complete beginners. A safe place where disabled and disadvantaged individuals could train and feel empowered. Any human being would be welcome here. Anybody at all. This place would be all on one floor. It would only have one door to come in and go out so everybody could interact and mingle. It would be a space where elderly people could be jamming to some Elvis, while a young man could be powerlifting. For the first time, a person in a wheelchair nailed their first pull-ups, and it would be filled with positivity and a ridiculous amount of contagious love. Well, that should be easy enough, right? Don't get me wrong. I love my job that I had. I spent over a decade working for Manchester City Council, setting up and running almost any kind of exercise classes and training any kind of people that you could imagine. My mission was to get Manchester active. The job felt special and it had taught me a lot. It sometimes said that you are a product of your community. I learned that every person in a group who takes part in something can influence another person there. That a community is created by those who stand up and care and give of themselves. If a person has a message and a person has a passion and shouts loud, they can influence a whole community. I knew I had a message, a passion about exercise and fitness, and a loud enough voice to get it across. So why wasn't my current job enough? The answer was simple. It was a great vision, but it wasn't mine. I wanted to do more. I needed it to be mine. At this point, all I had was an idea, a load of ideas and a scroll on a piece of paper, but I started to save up money from my salary every month while I carried on working for the council. I was squirreling away, a bit here and a bit there. It made me feel like I was at least working towards my goal, even if I didn't know how long it would take to achieve. I was dreaming big. It was a big dream. And as I sat there at the table at the evening, I could have never have imagined where it would lead me, or specifically the incredible, inspiring people I would meet or the magic I would one day see happening in front of my eyes. This book is partly the story of how it all came about and what it's taught me about love, community and passion. But most importantly, about the people who come through my doors with their positivity, their strength, the determination not to accept any limits placed on them. No matter what physical challenges they may be facing, it's those people who have made my little health centre the magical place that it is today. They also, through the power of social media, inspire so many people around the world every single day. While my team and I will always be grateful for the social media growth we've seen over the last few years, it will never be our priority. It's incredible to see the level of support that flows in from around the world for our superstars, but nothing will ever come before the work we're doing to improve people's health. Every day, I get to see just how unbreakable the human spirit is. I've never met a bunch of individuals who are more disciplined or open to positivity than the ones who I train every single day who walk through my doors. There's only so much a 2-minute viral clip can show you. So we knew it was time to do something bigger. What you see online is just the tip of the iceberg. A lot of people might ask questions if the clips are truthful reflections of how we work day in and day out. So this book will give you the behind the scenes look at how the health centre really came into being. More importantly, it contains the fuller stories of the inspirational superstars I've had the privilege of working with, told from their own perspectives. These days, it's easy to feel disillusioned with the world or to lose sight of what matters. Happiness, acceptance, peace. Those are the things that we should be chasing.